Today we're going to go over the procedure to take your impeller off and replace it with a new impeller. A lot of times after a certain period of time the pump's been in use, they wear out, and you'll see there's an opening on the bottom here with two slots, and in our shafts we have a split pin on there, and that's how that fits on there and locks on. So that's how that works. First off, we'll disassemble the pump end here, taking the hardware off of the end plate. Sometimes you'll need to use a real fine flat blade putty knife sometimes to pry that off because of the residue that might be on there. Same with your old gaskets. And then again, I'm going to use my T-handled Allen wrench as a tool to lock the shaft in place so that I can unscrew the hardware for the impeller. Now for those of you who keep your pumps fairly clean, you can usually take one or two flat blade screwdrivers and just kind of pry it off the end like that there. And sometimes if you have pumps that are not cleaned regularly, you may have to use a gear puller to accomplish the same thing. This is a good time too to check to make sure your shaft hasn't moved. Sometimes inadvertently, if the set screws were to come loose and your shaft either lowers or gets too high in the housing here, it's a good time to take care of that. At this point we're going to put our new impeller on. That's seated on the split pin in there. Put my key back in. And the hardware. Snug that up like so. And it spins freely. Take my two new gaskets. Put those in place. Our new end plate. Now we may not always necessarily have to replace your end plate. That's something that you can probably just clean up. The gaskets are the items that you'll probably replace because of the solvents and time that they're being used. They wear out. And we snug those back up again. Again, we want to make sure that the impeller is not going to rub on the bottom of the pump housing nor on the stainless steel end plate here. You can turn this around and it's turning freely, and that's how you change your impeller.